Welcome, welcome, We Flow. We are here to give you everything about Anthony Williams, our favorite member of the community, who is doing so well in our communities, and now he's even ventured into business. And we'd like to hear from him what he's got to say about it. So we greet you. You will sit tight. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere else. We have WeFlow TV that will give you so many things about the community. Could be politics, could be sports, everything that's happening in our community. We will be covering it on WeFlow TV. This channel is for you to enjoy, but don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe, and also give us your comments. So without any further ado, we have Mr. Williams here, Tate Williams. He said he's going to give me the Khoisa name for Tate, but he hasn't done it. So he will give it to us. Tate Williams, the mic is yours, sir.
Well, no, good evening, and thank you very much for having us, Mr. Rachebold. We said we're going to try and get this the name right so that we don't go to mustard, so that we keep an African flow of we flow. And so I think when we come back, we should be able to give you a nice pronunciation of the kwe word and the kham word. So don't lump them together. Don't talk about Khoisa, and I'm gonna fight with you for that. But the kwe and the kham people would love to be respected as different entities. But nevertheless, we're here tonight to come and share our thinking in terms of what it is that we're hoping to achieve through an economic platform, economic vehicle, which we think has been long overdue. I think tonight is the space and the platform for wonderful revelations going forward. So people must just keep on coming back to WeFlow TV. I think what you guys are hoping to achieve is really going to take the community places. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll take some time, a few minutes, to give you a video, a nice video that we would like to play for you, so that you can have an understanding, and then Dr. Williams will give you even more with regards to that video. Thank you.
What if a food market could change your life? This is the First Family Food Market. Here, for the first time in history, we are empowering regular South Africans, just like you, to gain ownership in the food retail market. How? By creating a platform loosely based on the age-old concept of stokvel, a traditional system where people in South African communities will put money together into a single fund, which would then be paid out rotationally to help the entire community thrive. But our solution is more modern than that. We want to help you, the average South African, secure your financial future by giving you an opportunity to be part of a multi-million rand enterprise. Research shows that 90% of South Africans are not able to retire comfortably and end up having to work after retirement due to their financial insecurity. We want to change that. By becoming a member of First Family Food Market, you contribute to our fight against poverty, hunger, and unemployment. Join our family to ensure your future is financially sound, contribute to local community empowerment, gain access to discounts on groceries, find job opportunities, and own a share in real brick-and-mortar supermarkets, hypermarkets, and megastores. Form part of one of 3 tiers of family members, or become an independent sales agent. The best part? You don't need much to get started. We want to help locals grow in the business climate and gain access to thrive in the retail space so that we can improve our community from the ground up. If you have faith in us, we have faith in you. That's why we'll provide you with the business financial assistance and market access. First Family Food Market is built on a foundation of faith and community. Your small contribution to our family will result in a lifetime of rewards. Remember, You can count the number of seeds in an apple, but it is impossible to count the number of apple trees in one seed. Plant your seed today. Secure your financial future. First Family Food Market.
There you have it. Dr. Williams, elaborate on that video that the people just saw. Thank you, sir. Mike
Yeah,
is
no,
yours,
thank you.
man.
No, thanks. I think for many people will know, for the longest time, I have been very actively advocating, for the cultural identity of the group of people who are classified as colours. But the reality is that I've been doing much more than that. It's of late, perhaps the last number 15, 18, 20 years, that we've been focusing on, in particular, focusing on the inclusion, of this group of people. But ours have been very clear from the get-go. When I started my activism many years ago, in fact, just before the age of 13, I already got involved in the struggle within what I would later have found out that is the ANC. So, but one of the things that we have discovered during democracy is that the masses of the people have been left behind, and so therefore we need to ensure that we get something going economically. It cannot be that we continue with the current trajectory. We are on our way down, and so therefore we need a new economic dispensation. And so the First Family Food Market, which is a subsidiary of First Family Holdings, is our response to this. And hopefully, and prayerfully, we believe that if people can stay locked and follow us and get to our platforms, we are convinced that there's something in there for everybody within the community.
Now, sir, you've been a cultural activist for many years. I remember you were always very clear about that. You advocated for economic and social inclusion of South Africans, which is a very, very good thing. However, I observed that you have taken, with this family food market, the holding company, you have taken a different approach. You are currently obsessed with economic empowerment almost exclusively. Talk to us about it.
Well, what many people don't know is that we've been fighting. I think a lot of people will be able to agree, will remember that. I mean, in particular, the years 2017 and 2018 is very. We were very active people on the community level. There was a number of protests that we spearheaded, and many of the people will know that those protests was predominantly about the economic and social exclusion of the people who are classified as colours in the country. But when I started embarking on a research in the year 2018, I discovered some very, very, very shocking truths. I mean, at the time we didn't really wanted to acknowledge it, but the truth is that the masses of the collective of African people, and when we say African people, we are now including all of us. We're including the people who are from the Khoi and the San, the people who are from the Bantu and Guni, the people we include all of us. We realized that in our research we discovered that the bulk of South Africans, and particular African people, have been left behind economically and in many regards socially. And that's when the shock hits me, and I realized that we needed to do something very, very differently. And then we had to begin to do a lot of research as we continued developing the consciousness within our own community. But we then realized that this is much more than just our own immediate community. This is about African people in the collective who has been left out economically, and we needed to do something about that. And so therefore, this is our response. We firmly believe that what we have busy developing and what we have developed over 5 years. Took me 5 years to get to this place. We are now ready to go to the market and to co-opt the majority of South Africans into an economic model that we firmly believe will work and will be equitable for people in this country.
Great. So that means this is a company for everybody in South Africa. Everybody. Uh, but please tell us, to what extent will your new business, this new venture, economically empower South Africans?
So the what we all know is that the structure or the economic structure of South Africa is a problem. Uh, but the reality is, there's no a lot of people. I just wrote a little article the other day where it says a lot of people want us to believe that the sum total of our problem is the fact that we've got an economic structure which is skewed and slanted towards capitalists and people who were running the economy of the past, and that's true, but that's not entirely true. In part of my discovery, I realized the power or the power base that the majority of people in this country have. And if we can understand what we call our philosophy or the DNA of the First Family Holdings Company, the DNA really is about collective bargaining. We have not understood, the magnitude and the intensity of collective bargaining. That is at the heart of what we are doing. And then we are saying, so what the DNA must do must bring us together and must show all of us as South Africans, in particular, people from the previously disadvantaged community. We must show us how powerful we really are beyond our own understanding and beyond our own imagination. So that is the extent is first to collect the people, bring the people together, and then show this very people, show them the power they really have when they come together and they do this as a collective, as opposed to what we are currently doing. We're buying our stuff individually, and therefore we have no power. And the forces, the what we call the motor forces, are running away with all the money, and we are just sitting on the sideline and clapping hands.
Well said. So collective bargaining, that is basically the crux of the whole operation. Yes, sir. If just tell me if I'm right, if I'm wrong or right. The company is called First Family Holdings Property Limited.
Yes,
Am I right? And then there's
yes.
also a space for subsidiaries. Okay.
Yes.
Now, could you just give us a little bit more on that, please?
So First Family Holdings is the overarching company. So there's a number of subsidiaries, which means there's a number of sub companies that is going to become alive. And so the first one that we are starting off is what you just played in the video earlier on, which is the First Family Food Market. That is the key of unlocking. But they talk about, in English, they talk about catalyst. It simply means the key, that which you're going to use to unlock the value, the real value proposition, or the real value of what we have as a collective or as a community. And we have not tapped into that. And you saw what the video was showing us. It's very much built on the old Stockfell concept, where we put together and then we share. And then this is really what this is about. It's about putting our resources in one pot, and then from that pot we build what we call a muscle. We build an economic muscle, and we can begin to defend ourselves, and we can fend for ourselves, and we can begin to access things, in particular finances, which we otherwise cannot when we are alone, where we cannot access it. And this for us is the key. You have to play in the economic space. You have to unlock the financial lockdowns, and the only way you can unlock the financial lockdowns is when you come together as a collective, because it's in collective bargaining where the real power is.
Well, obviously, sir, as somebody who needs to get into this company, if somebody invites me, obviously I'll be looking at a few things. One of it is if I invest, there will be obviously return on investment. Am I right? That it will be my due diligence as a layman to say, okay, how is the company going to benefit me as an investor? So could you please give us something more on the benefits of the company? Thank you.
So it's important that we get the language correct as well. So at First Family Holdings, or First Family Food Market, we don't talk about investments. We think it's a word that it belongs in a different space, not in our space. This is what I've been saying for the longest time. You can count the number of seed in an apple, but it is impossible to count the number of apple trees in one seed. And this is what this is about. It's based on a seed principle. And so we are going to make 1,500 seats available. And the idea is that at least 15% of the company, that ordinary people out there would come and they would acquire at least, whether it's one seat or two or three or four seats, that they come and they partner with us. And for the return, as you are saying, the return on that is in the seed. It's captured in the seed. Once you plant an apple seed, you cannot count the amount of apple trees that will be produced by one seed. And so therefore, when people come to our presentations and they begin to see all the different avenues and different subsidiaries, what we have prepared and what is built in the First Family Holdings Company, that's going to be the excitement. That's where people really why people would want to come to our presentations, because we're going to have presentation on a weekly basis where we're going to take people through exactly what it is that First Family number one has developed, and what is in the First Family food market, and all the different branches that is going to come out of the First Family food market. I'm telling you, Mr. Rachebald, it is phenomenal. The stuff that's built in here. It took us more than 5 years to get to this place, but it was time well spent. It was worth it. And we know that people will be very, very excited to see the kind of return that's coming of the seed, which they are going to acquire, and they're going to plant it within the First Family community.
Okay, community, there you have it. Dr. Williams have given us, a broad view, but that's not all, because you need to go to the presentation to see exactly what he's talking about. And also there will be some questions and answers, but don't forget, please don't forget, give us your comments. But then we're not done yet. Remember, you were talking about a Stockfell principle. I
Concept,
think
yes.
that is what people know. Stockfell. They know how it runs, but many people also do not know how Stockfell runs. And it's a very old principle that people have been using to, okay, let me not use the word invest, but then have a circulation of money
Yes.
running
Yes.
within the community. And that is what we'd like to, just a little bit on that, please, sir, because you are equating this whole business with the Stockfell, but on another level. Thank you.
Yeah, I think what we missing as a community. We're missing. I mean, there are communities who have been doing it with great success. I mean, if you take, and perhaps we must maybe mention it, and not be scared, but because it's a very good example. If you take the Jewish community, you know that, I mean, that they circulate $1 in that community, not less than 10, sometimes not less than 100 times that dollar circulates within the community. Now, what does that mean? That means when they're going to buy the food, they're going to buy it from a grocer who is what comes from the community. When they're going to go to the doctor, they're going to utilize a doctor that is in that community. When they're going to go and buy a car, a house, or whatever commodity they get getting themselves into, they are certain to go and find and spend their money within that community before they only go outside of the community if they cannot find that kind of service or products within that community. So what we have developed, it's something very similar along that line, but it's also similar to the Stockfell, because in the Stockfell, people come, they bring their money together. In particular, what people have done over years, they club the money together during the year, and then in December they go, they buy the groceries together. So we were saying, but why are people only clubbing the money together on only at for the year end? What happens every month? And so therefore, the First Family Food Marketing particularly is an organization or a business that is coming with some groceries. In particular, bring groceries at a discounted rate, because we will be buying together. We will get a better price for it, and so on. So that essentially is what we want to do with the First Family Food Market. Instead of you buying your food from the chain stores which are currently out there, you come, you buy your food stuff from First Family Food Market. I'm telling you the kind of stuff that's going to come there, and you probably will talk about benefits shortly, but the kind of benefits that will be derived from buying together is just unthinkable. We have done the maths. We have looked at the modalities, and we have looked into the kind of money that we spend as communities, African communities, as a collective. It is bizarre that we spend that kind of money and we give our power away. And so what First Family Food Market is hoping to do is for you to regain your power. But also by regaining your power, you regain your dignity, and you do what Warren Buffett says. Warren Buffett says, if you do not find a way to make money while you sleep, you are going to work until you die. And so
I
therefore
know.
we want to challenge the community that you have to find a way to make money while you sleep. And First Family Food
Mm,
Market
mm,
in the
mm.
holdings company is one of those platforms that will give us what we talk about, generational wealth. This is your time. We need to connect.
Well, it looks to me that like you really have a great task on your hands, because that means you're talking about brainwashing. I mean,
Yep.
you got the
That's
youth
the first place where we've got
going
to
to the
start. Yes.
exactly. You got the youth going to the shops and they buy the Nikes and the All Stars and whatever. Like you said, as soon as the money comes in, when they work, they go straight to the market outside of the community. So basically what you're
Exactly.
saying is that
Yeah.
we are going to concentrate markets within the community, and that will empower everybody, because as soon as you got the GDP within the community, people are going to start buying within the community. Businesses are going to grow within the community, and that means a
Absolutely.
development of the community. Yes. Okay. So that's very, very interesting. So but uh, in
Just
terms,
on that
yeah.
for a second, if you will, Mr. Rachabel.
Okay.
You see, you've touched on something absolutely critical, because what we have the way we have developed First Family Holdings is not that we have developed a company just for us, for ourselves, even as a family, for my family, but we have developed this thing so that we can begin to co-opt. I mean that we can co-opt thousands of families across the country, irrespective of your ethnicity or where you come from, your religion, or whether you got money or not. I mean, the platform really is shocking, because in this we already, what our people don't understand, and when we say our people, we talk about South Africans. South Africans don't understand that we are the market. So what we do, we think that the market is somewhere else. And so what we want to do is we want to collect, we want to organize the market. And once we organize the market, it's amazing what we can do. That the guy who's building houses, that instead of going buy your bricks from and your cement from a chain store, that we sell the bricks and the cement here, and it is at a discounted price. But not only that, you will at the same time you will be able to build yourself an asset base that will shock you out of your boots once you get into our presentations and understand what it is that we have prepared for the people. And again, as I said, it took us more than 5 years to refine and refine and refine and refine, and we refine this thing every single day, and we're always open for new ideas. But the market is us, and we just don't understand why is it that I cannot make this thing, this top here myself. Why must I go and buy this top outside of the community? And this is what we want to do. We want to help you who are manufacturing these kind of things. Those are the people that we're going to give access to in terms of the market, and access to in terms of the money that is just sitting there and waiting for all of us.
Okay, so this come on, let me say it in Afrikaans. Can I? These manetta sticky.
Absolutely.
The main meal come nog. So we are not going to go any further. I'm already excited about this thing. I would like to see Dr. Williams back. It looks like, and I believe that the venue that you have planned for is going to be too small, sir, because now the presentation is going to be on Saturday. Am I right? Saturday, the
Yes.
9th of September. We can put that on the screen as well. But there's the number. The number is on the screen. So, Ntata Williams, thank you so very much that you have been our first guest on on the WeFlow channel. We really appreciate that, and we'd like to celebrate you at maybe in a year's time, as this channel will be growing. But we want to see you constantly coming up, because you need to give us feedback as to how this triple F, I'll call it triple FM for now, is growing, and what are your challenges, and how can we help each other, because that is one of the pivotal things within our community. We need to help each other. We need to support each other. There's no ways we will be able to be successful if we do not come as a collective, and not a collective with, the thinking of color, but a collective to think that we are human beings, and we are the same, created by God. So that means we'll have to really, really, really be very, very, very serious about helping each other and supporting each other within the communities. Thank you so very much, sir. We really appreciate your time and your presence on WeFlow channel.
No, thank you very much, and hope to see people on Saturday at 2 o'clock. They must just WhatsApp us, and then we will give them the full update as to where the presentation is going to take place. Thank you very much to WeFlow. We congratulate you and the team, Mr. Rachebald. This is phenomenal. Something good is coming to the entire community across South Africa and the African continent. We highly respect you and regard you for giving us this opportunity, and also to be the first on the WeFlow channel. It is really an honor to be part of such a progressive platform and progressive minds. We salute you and we thank you for your endeavor. May the Lord bless you and keep you and the rest of your team eternally.
We take that blessings, and goodbye, everybody. And thank you for those who have logged on to this channel. Thank you so much.